You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello, and welcome to Triviality, the game where lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Ken, and when people ask me, "Oh, you have a podcast? What's your podcast about?" I'm just going to start telling them it's an erotic thriller. Does that sound fair, guys?
Erotic thriller or neurotic?
Well, a little bit of both, but I said erotic.
Okay.
Erotic.
All right. So it's not a Woody Allen erotic thriller.
Yeah. Please close your legs, by the way, Neal.
Oh, well, that's okay. Jeff doesn't want to jump in on this conversation, I guess. But yeah, I'll close my legs.
I know when to stay away.
While Newman smokes under a really hard light.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you guys. Matt's not here today, unfortunately.
No,
Still
but we're
dealing-
watching him on security cameras like Billy Baldwin.
Yeah, we got him in the interrogation room, and he's like, we're sweating him out right now.
Yeah. So we'll see how his legs stay. But he's not doing good.
His spine is still a little misaligned from the pile driver. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, his spine still hurts, and it actually is forcing his legs open. So it's a condition. And
This is hard to picture, to be honest.
It is, yeah. But
I don't mean difficult. I mean it's weighing on me.
Yeah, but like we said, it's like the movie Sliver as well, where we're watching him on a hotel, an illegal hotel video feed as he's copulating with stuffed animals or whatever he's doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's just what Matt does.
That is. But you know, today, though, we wanted to take it back.
Take it all the way back.
All the way back to...
Take it back and take it back and take it back, Neal?
Even before
Yes.
the year 2000.
Before 2000, before Matt
So
would
long
like
ago.
it. Matt likes it to take it back before Sunday. But we're going back to the 90s
That sounds great.
today. And in a rock way, too.
Fun.
Yeah. So let's introduce our guest host today, because he's bringing this special game to us, reached out to us, and we're so happy to have him here, as we always are. One of our patrons, one of our friends from Auckland, New Zealand, Ryan Boyd. How are you, Ryan?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Doing awesome. Tell us what's been up in your world. We also had a little bit of a check-in about the age of your kids, because they've been gracing our airwaves with their cream of the crop impressions, and we didn't realize how much time has passed since we've met you and have heard your kids. But yeah, tell us all about yourself and what we got in store for today.
Like I said, I'm living in Auckland, got a wife and a couple of kids. My daughter is 8 now. She was 3 when she recorded her cream of the crop intros that you might have heard occasionally, and now got another 3-year-old boy. So we'll request is to get some more clips from them along the way. I'll get onto them.
Yeah, and if anybody else wants to send in some cream of the crop recordings, be happy to fold them in.
Yeah, just send them to...
Just like the proverbial cheese.
Yeah, send them to trivialitybooking@gmail.com in either WAV or MP3 format. That'd be appreciated. Now, Ryan, you have a special game for us today. So what is the theme of today's game?
Yeah, so today is all about, obviously, the for everyone that was born in the 80s, the best decade for music, which is the 90s. So it's all about 90s rock music.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, we needed a great guest with us today since Matt can't keep his legs closed, and we took our friend Justin Shady, who is usually in a echo chamber just in October to help host our Halloween episodes, but he graciously came out of hibernation to help us today. How are you, Justin?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. This is kind of my wheelhouse. I turned 30 in the 90s. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't, but I feel like I did. So. No, I definitely.
But you were a little more lucid than we were, to be fair.
I became an adult in the 90s. So,
Okay. Yeah, so that's a big deal. Yeah.
And by that, I mean an adult legally, but
Sure.
a child in every other way. Yeah.
And what do you do, and what makes you think you're good about the 90s, other than that?
Just my birth date is what makes me good about the 90s, unfortunately. But I'm a writer. We'll see how that pans out. I got to become a night security guard somewhere. No, but I've kind of become. We talked personally about this last time, but I recently have started recording a pod. I see how much money you guys make at this and the cars that you're driving.
Oh, sorry,
And
that wasn't a joke.
I was like, oh man, I need that life. So I've started recording a podcast that's gonna come out this summer called Opening Act, And in it, I interview celebrities about their first concert experience. So,
Sweet.
And it's a wide range. Yeah. So from like, I'm interviewing somebody whose their first concert was in 1969 in Ann Arbor, and then somebody who their first concert was in 1998 at Disney World, and their first concert was Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
So wide
Quite the range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as our listeners know, I suck. So I asked for Shady's help here, and Shady's going to be the expert on our team, and we're going to be the classic 90s song Butterfly with butterfly wings.
All right, I'll partner with
Which
Jeff.
is just basically a butterfly.
It's just a butterfly. I'm going to partner with Jeff here. We had a little help on our name, but I think it's great. We're going to be Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter.
Good luck with that one.
We're definitely going to be hungry for some points, that's for sure.
And without further ado, let's find out how the game is played.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
Oh, yes. I am the cream of the crop.
Okay, we have the rules. I think we're ready to rock here, right?
Let's do it.
I want to rock. Oh, that's 80s, sorry.
Okay, thanks, guys. So let's just kick off with round 1. Question 1, category of something I care a lot about. We all know Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest whatevers are rubbish, but perhaps the most egregious error was their list of 500 greatest singers of all time, not including which rock frontman. This singer has an epic 6-octave range, which is more than Rolling Stone's #1 pick Axl Rose, who could only do a measly 5 octaves. His most successful band broke up in the late 90s, but he still performs today with his other band, Mr. Bungle. Who is this singer?
Can we have this?
Great.
Oh, geez.
I met this guy. I've interviewed this guy. I love this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a good guess for this one. The Living Color is still together, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you want to just say, just in honor of him because he's awesome and I saw him live and he was amazing, we'll say Chris Cornell, even though he's not around.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Justin.
Okay, so I've seen this guy perform in 3 different bands, and he does a ton of projects outside of that. Even recorded an Italian operatic album. I've seen him perform with Tomahawk. I've seen him perform with Mr. Bungle at the end of that tour in the late 90s. And his most famous band is Faith No More. This is Mike Patton.
Oh, Faith No More. That's what I was thinking of, not
Thought
Living
it was
Color.
Faith No More.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. There was a couple of clues in there, which is the category was something I care a lot about. And they also said he had an epic 6-octave range in there, so...
That's what I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking of Living Color. I was thinking of Faith No More, and I couldn't think of the name. Yeah. Okay.
Or in Mexico, they're known as Faith No Mas.
Mm.
That's stupid. I'm sorry.
At least you know.
That was shit. That was shit.
All right, let's get question 2.
Okay, question 2. Wow, an award statue. Oh, it's a Grammy. Speaking of dumb decisions, at the 1993 Grammy Awards, Pearl Jam's Jeremy and Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit were up for Rock Song of the Year. But both lost to which song? A not at all rocky rearrangement of a 1970s song that, while admittedly does have a pretty cool riff, it most certainly wasn't the cream of the crop, in my opinion.
All right, we're at a loss at this one. We're trying to figure out the clues that Ryan put in there, but we have a guess, but we think that they might be a little too more modern, but we're going to lock it in.
Okay. So, Justin, first impulse is that maybe it's like a Macho Man remix of the Village People, but that's not really a rock song at all.
Right era, but wrong.
He said
take.
cream of the crop, and that's why we're going there. So maybe it's a Cream song. Maybe it's Layla.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can't come up with it, and I know when I hear it, I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, let's
All right,
let's
so
go
we're
with that.
going to say it's a Layla cover.
Oh, we were thinking of Macho Man, not Cream. That totally makes sense with Layla because that probably was right around that time period. Yeah, so we were on the Macho Man train. We thought, was there a cover of Macho Man by Village People? And we think these guys are way too modern, but we thought maybe Savage Garden because of Macho Man Randy Savage. So we said Savage Garden, Truly Madly Deeply.
Cool. Well, well done to Ken. He figured it out. It was Layla from Eric Clapton's Unplugged album. It was a re-recording of the Derek and the Dominoes song from 1970s. And yes, as Clapton was in Cream, that was a clue there.
Nice.
You know what's funny? When
Good job, Ken.
when my family got our first computer, it came with a little like DVD of music videos, and the Layla Unplugged was on that DVD.
All right, let's move on to question 3 in the category of slow-mo commuting. It's 1997, and the sun is going down, so you turn on MTV and see Gaz, Mick, and Danny making their way through London in slow motion. What is their mode of transport?
You just want to lock it in?
I guess so.
Okay, we're locked in.
We're doing great.
All right, so it sounds like these guys have seen this thing before. I don't understand the reference, so you had a good idea.
Yeah, as we progress through the 90s, I get into weirder stuff, and I was the kind of kid who was like, if it's on MTV, it's not cool. So I probably missed this because I was a bit of a prick. But we're just, I mean, come on. But we're just guessing skateboard.
Skateboard. Yes.
Great 90s mode of transit.
It is. We thought maybe there was a trick in this one. I don't know. I bet a lot of money. I'm pretty sure this song was 97. I just saw this video everywhere, and I still see it in my dreams, I guess. But we think it might be Bittersweet Symphony.
And if it's that song, that's
Yeah.
a lot of walking.
And we saw it was walking. There's no other mode of transportation.
Well, both good guesses, but unfortunately, no. Would it help? Because I say the sun is going down. It's referring to a song called Late in the Day. Does that ring a bell?
No.
And
No.
Gaz, Mick, and Danny are members of Supergrass.
No.
Oh, no, I've never heard of Supergrass.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have,
Supergrass.
but I.
Well, there's a great video for Late in the Day where they were pogo sticking through London
Oh, okay.
in slow motion.
Matt's on the Supergrass right now from his back.
Yeah. Great question, though.
That was a good question. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Bittersweet Symphony is 97, so at least I feel okay about that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
the
that's
verve. Yeah,
the verb, yeah.
Yeah,
Not the verve pipe, the verve.
not the verve pipe. Right.
All right. Well, I think that one was a bit tricky. Let's see if I think this one might be a bit more in your wheelhouse. Question number 4 is called in the category of smash hits. What band's 1994 third album was a surprise hit, boosting their self-esteem and selling 12 million copies to become the highest-selling independent album of all time?
I think we finally got one, Jeff. Yeah. So we're gonna
You need
lock in.
the band or the album name?
The band.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
we're good.
sweet. We're good.
All right, Justin, I think this might be our pumpkins question, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So 94.
So the album was probably Melancholy.
No, Melancholy
No.
came out in October of 95.
Oh.
So I'm trying to think about it. Hold on.
But we just need the band anyways. Do you think it's the Pumpkins?
I think that in the 94 or I think that was actually 93. Let's just say Pump. Yeah, I don't think it is because it was Gish and then Siamese Dream and then Melancholy. And you said this was the third album?
Yes.
And what year?
94.
94. So not Smash Mouth. So I think let's say Smashing Pumpkins, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm really surprised because Ken is the one who turned me on to this band, and I'm pretty sure that Smash was Offspring. So
That's right. Yes. It did boost their self-esteem and went on to become the biggest selling independent album of all time.
All the clues just went right past me.
Yeah, thankfully the clues were in there, and we got that one right away at least. Yeah, I remember
Self-titled, then Ignition, and then Smash. Yeah.
yeah,
I remember seeing a full fist fight break out during a mosh pit at an Offspring. Well, Offspring opened for 311, but
Okay, question 5. In the category of being attractive is the most important thing there is. You've probably not read the 1964 advice book Penny's Guide to Teenage Charm and Popularity by actress Gloria Winters, but you may know a few lines from it as excerpts from the book. formed the verses for what 1996 alt-rock classic?
All right. Well, we're not too sure, so we're gonna lock in with a guess here.
Man, this is tough because the clue too was being attractive is the most important thing or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's just making me think of Space Hog, Teenage Dirtbag, but like we said, there's a school shooting in there. And
It is by Wheatus.
what did I say? Space Hog? Oh, no, Space Hog is in the meantime, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wheatus, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot of the content would come from a book for that, but
No, and I'm trying to think of Pretty Fly. That was not later.
yeah, and then we already had an Offspring question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss in this one. The clues are in there, I'm sure. I'm just not picking up on them.
What's a 96 hit?
I have no idea. Wannabe by the Spice Girls? I don't know.
There you go.
We're going to say Wannabe.
So we know, I know that one of the excerpts from the book is I smell sex and candy. Here. So no, I'm kidding. So we picked
Wish it was
jokingly
Marcy's
Marcy Playground.
Very good. Very good.
Correct.
No, unfortunately, no any points here. I was surprised you didn't get this one. I thought this was Popular by Nada Surf.
Oh.
Yes.
After 5 questions in the first round, it looks like Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter, only got 10 points. Butterfly with Butterfly Wings, 20 points. So still have some time to make
On
up
our
here.
way.
On our way.
Well, I think you'll do okay on this one, especially since one of these songs was just mentioned. But the question 6 is in one-hit wonders. And like any decade, the 90s weren't short of one-hit wonders. So many, in fact, that I've created a mini-game featuring 5 such songs, all starting with the letter S. For 2 points each, name the bands behind these 5 songs. Number 1, Steal My Sunshine. Number 2, Shimmer. Number 3, Story of a Girl. Number 4, Sex and Candy. And number 5, my favorite of the bunch, Standing Outside a Broken Phone Booth with Money in My Hand.
Okay, the other team looks like they're locked in here. What are we thinking, Justin?
Oh man, I'm really bad. I felt really good with Mike Patton with question number 1, but
Yeah.
I literally only know one. I can see the band from Steal My Sunshine, but I literally have nothing for any of them except for Sex
Marcy
and Candy.
Playground.
Yeah.
The story of a girl, Everclear? It's not? Let's just say Everclear for them.
Sure. Yeah.
And then, yeah, the rest, I'm afraid we're out.
I'm literally just going down like one-hit wonders, and I'm like, is it James? No, their one hit was Laid. And
Yeah.
like every band that I'm like coming up with their one hit, and I just can't place the.
And then we'll say
Song.
Alanis Morissette. Well, she's not a one-hit wonder, but we'll say Alanis Morissette and Lit, too.
Oh, Lit.
for no
yeah.
reason.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Great.
What do you guys have?
So
We're pretty confident on 4 out of the 5.
yeah, we got the freebie, which was Marcy Playground. Jeff had Len, right?
Len.
For Steal My Sunshine. Yep.
Yeah. And then what was the other one you got?
Oh, well, I knew All That Shimmers in This World is Bound to Change, and that's Fuel. Same band that did Hemorrhage.
Yeah, and then we said 9 Days for Story of a Girl.
Absolutely.
Well,
Parentheses. Story of a Girl.
Yeah, no, you guys got 4 out of the 5. Steal My Sunshine was Len, Shimmer, Fuel, Story of a Girl was 9 Days, Sex and Candy was Marcy Playground, Standing Outside a Broken Phone Booth with Money in My Hand was by Primitive Radio Gods.
I've never heard of them.
I think you would recognize it if you listened to it.
You're
It's-
probably right, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Very good song. Okay, moving on to question 7. It's Not Forgotten by Me. A band I refuse to call one-hit wonders because they have an amazing discography that everyone should check out is Chumbawamba. Of course, they did have a massive hit with Tub Thumping in 1998 from the album Tub Thumper. However, many have trouble remembering the title of the album's second single, which was a top 10 semi-hit in the UK. Can you recall this song's name?
we're locked in.
Oh, wow.
I was like, Ken loves
It's a good
this
album. It's a good album.
Is this
It is.
Drip Drip Drip?
It's probably, he also said remember, too. So maybe like memory or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's where the cat song came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be mad when I hear
Yeah,
it.
we'll just say memory.
Okay. This is Amnesia.
Correct. Yes. If you had trouble recalling, it's you might have amnesia. Well done, Ken.
Great album.
All right. Question number 8. Trust me, it ain't hardcore. In the 1995 pulp classic Common People, where did Jarvis Cocker say he took his poverty tourist girlfriend on their first date?
We're going to lock in over here.
Okay, so these guys have an idea here. We don't know specifically, but we're thinking maybe something a little Eastern European, since the Cold War had ended 10 years prior. Maybe
Krakow.
Krakow.
So it took me a while, Jeff, on this one. It's an English band. I don't know if he said that, but I remember seeing it in a lot of British stuff. And the only reason I know this is because I was trying to remember Common People, and William Shatner did a cover of this song. And I remember the opening line. He says, I took a girl to the supermarket. So he said the supermarket.
Yeah, you were pretty close with Aldi. You were right there.
Said that early on.
Yep. Yeah, he took it to the supermarket. He don't know why, but they had to start it somewhere. That's the answer. Well done.
I was not expecting that as the answer.
Yeah, thankfully William Shatner
You were
helped me out
totally
there.
on the wrong track.
Maybe that's the new version, though. I took her to Aldi, and I gave her my quarter. That's the romantic thing to
Aldi's
do.
great, by the way. So let's not go slandering Aldi now.
We got
Aldi
an
is
Aldi
good.
right by us. It's kind of scary. So it depends on the Aldi. I'll say that.
Yeah, we have a posh one near us.
Posh Aldi.
Posh Aldi.
It's in LaGrange.
All right. Number 9. And category. Oh, I should say that the Trust Me, It Ain't Hardcore. That's a reference to when Jarvis Cocker was on the LEG show. If you haven't checked that out, it's very, very funny. Anyway, number 9, a load of rubbish, if you ask me. In 1996, Metallica released a crappy album called Load, and then felt the need to make an even crappier album follow-up called Reload. That album's lead single was The Memory Remains, which featured which supposedly trustworthy singer on backing vocals who passed away just this past January?
Justin, nothing's coming to mind immediately. I mean, January was not that long ago, but I can't seem to recall hearing news of a 90s rock vocalist who passed recently.
I cannot land it. So like, I'm gonna have to tap or say supposedly trustworthy. Say Tricky.
Okay.
But he's alive. I don't know. Why would Tricky be on a Metallica album? I have no idea.
Yeah, we really had no idea, and we just thought, I don't know, maybe who's trustworthy. Maybe it was James Earl Jones. I don't know.
It is a trustworthy voice for sure. But no, this was Marianne Faithfull.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh,
I did know that she passed.
Hopefully we can finish on a high note here. So question 10 is, does anyone here work in marketing or advertising? Third Eye, 13-minute closing track to Tool's Anima album, features clips of which comedian promoting the link between drugs and great music? Some versions of the CD booklet also featured a picture of this comedian with the caption, "Another Dead Hero."
All right, together we have come up with something, so it's up to you guys.
Cheech and Chong are both alive and well.
yeah, they have a gummy business. Did you say that the artist was dead?
The caption to his picture says, "Another Dead Hero."
Okay, so what about like Mitch Hedberg?
Well, Mitch Hedberg didn't die until the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Richard Pryor, he would have been deceased. Carlin died later, right?
Yeah. Carlin was 90.
I don't. Well, when did Carlin die?
I think 90s probably, or early 2000s. So yeah, we could Carlin.
I mean, he was ever the satirist.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think Carlin didn't die until like the late 2000s or like the latter half of 2000s. We're saying Bill Hicks.
Oh yeah, good guess.
Yes, it is Bill Hicks. Yep. the punchline to the "Does anyone here work in marketing or advertising?" is kill yourself. Yeah.
After the first round, it looks like Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter, is going to be pulling away with 28 points. But Butterfly with Butterfly Wings taking a commanding lead with the answer to everything, 42. So a lot of ground to go still. But before we get there, just wanted to remind everyone to come join us over at Patreon if you'd like. If you want to support the show, get a bunch of bonus content, you can join us at the $1 a month level to get rid of all the ads on these episodes if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any of your normal apps. And then for as little as $5 a month, you get all of our bonus content, including hours and hours of Ask Me Anything style crop drops, bonus episodes written by us, but also just helping us create a bunch of our main feed content like the Triviality Minis and Bloodsport and all that good stuff. So if you'd like to help support the show, go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast.
And this has been a bit of a challenging game here, Ryan, but a very fun game. And I hear you have a very special and fun swing round in store for us.
Yeah, so this is a bit that I'm a bit most nervous about. For this midpoint, I will play on guitar 10 snippets of songs that are the opening tracks of albums released in the 1990s. I'll give you the year and the number of sales for each album, and for 5 points each, you have to name the album. If you cannot name the album, you can give me the band name for 2 points each, but you can only give me one answer.
Okay.
But here's the catch. I'm a drummer, not a guitarist.
Okay. However, we understand you're very talented, and I'll be giving you an assist since you're going to be preoccupied on your instrument, and I'll be reading the text for you, and you'll be playing the music.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but no promises for the quality.
All right, so I'm going to take over for Ryan here and give you question number 1, and the year is 1992. The album sales is 18 million. Question 2. The year is 1999. Album sales is 16 million. All right, number 3. The year is 1994. Album sales 9.7 mil. All right, number 4. The year is 1993. Album sales 7.8 mil. All right, number 5, the year is 1997, album sales, 5.7 million. All right, for number 6, the year is 1994, sales 1.2 million. All right, number 7, the year is 1995 and 1.1 million. All right, number 8, the year is 1996, and another 1.1 million. Number 9, the year is 1996, and 500,000. And lastly, number 10, the year is 1998, and the sales is only 94,000 in the U.S. And that'll be it. Well done by Ryan there. Some great performance. And we'll be right back with the answers to the swing round.
From Disney, on March 21st, the musical movie event of the year arrives in theaters.
My name is Snow White. Flawless. Exquisite.
Get tickets now.
Waiting on a wind.
Snow White will have you on your feet
I think that's a wonderful idea.
and cheering for more.
I was thinking the same thing.
Experience the magical story.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Snow White. Disney's Snow White. Only in theaters March 21st. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Tickets on sale now.
More rewards, more savings. With American Express Business Gold, earn up to $395 back in annual statement credits on eligible purchases at select shipping, food delivery, and retail subscription merchants, including the $155 Walmart Plus monthly membership credit and $240 flexible business credit. Enjoy the benefits of membership with the Amex Business Gold Card. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. From your morning podcast to your afternoon playlist, State Farm knows you personalize your entire day, and that's why State Farm helps you personalize your insurance with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It offers coverage options that help protect what you care about most at an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
And we are back. We labored over these for a while, but I think we got some answers. Let's go ahead and hear the years and the sales one more time, and we'll give our best guess.
All right, the first one was from 1992, and it sold 18 million copies. What did you guys have for that one?
All right, for the first one, we said 10 by Pearl Jam.
I would like you to know for all of these that we went largely on our vibe check from Ryan. And what did we think Ryan might like? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we said Automatic for the People by REM.
And that's correct. That was Drive, the opening track for Automatic for the People.
Wow.
Done. Okay. Number 2 was 1999, and it sold 16 million albums.
This was the one I was probably most familiar with, and we said Enema of the State.
Yeah, I grabbed the blue glove, strapped it on, and we said Enema.
Very good. Points for both teams. Okay, 1994, 9.7 million albums.
We said Dookie.
Pretty sure this is Nirvana's In Utero.
Are you sure you got the right number for that one? Anyway, because that was Damn It Otter Creek by the band Live from the album Throwing Copper.
Oh, you're right. I had that one for the next one. That's fine.
Yep, number 4 from 1993 sold 7.8 million.
We said Nevermind.
No, this one was In Utero.
Yeah,
Yep,
as soon as you said In Utero, I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah, no, that wasn't Smells Like Teen Spirit, no. That was Serve the Servants. Cool. Number 5 from 1997 sold 5.7 million copies.
We just guessed Metallica for this one.
I think this is OK Computer.
It is OK Computer. That's Airbag from OK Computer by
You guys are
Radiohead.
nailing this.
This is Jeff. I did not help him whatsoever. I put really bad
Once
90s
they
bands.
stop being famous, I'm done. Like, we're pretty much done now.
Now it's just going to be my list of obscure 90s bands.
So we're taking a bit of a dip down. We're all the way down to 1.2 million copies in the year is 1994. What'd you guys say?
We just guessed the Pixies.
We said Butthole Surfers.
Both great bands, both great guesses, but no, this is the song was Violet by Hole from the album Live Through This.
Oh, damn it.
There's one thing I love. It's a good Hole album.
Yeah. Whole album, listen through.
Whole album, listen through, yeah.
WHOLE.
All right. 1995, it sold 1.1 million. What'd you say?
You ever dug a hole?
What did we talk about? Oh, that was on our crop drop.
If you'd like to find out if we've ever dug a hole, check us out on Patreon at patreon.com.
No, that was a regular episode.
No,
Was it?
It was a crop drop.
Yeah?
Yeah, crop drop. Yeah, because a very
I just
long
listened to
discussion
it.
if we could dig a hole.
Yeah, anyways, check
I
it out.
remember-
Patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. We didn't plug it yet today, so.
I remember screaming out. I was like thinking, why aren't they making a joke about Bush in the hole and something like that? It's just like,
We're too mature.
Some things are too obvious for us to make jokes about.
Anyways, for 7, we said Smash Mouth.
Yeah, and we said the perennial favorite, Grant Lee Buffalo.
not quite. The song was Electra Made Me Blind from the album Sparkle and Fade by the band Everclear.
Oh, Everclear. Love it.
Okay, 1996. This one also sold 1.1 million. What is it?
We said Foo Fighters.
Yep, we went with another perennial favorite, 7 Mary 3.
I'm disappointed Jeff didn't get this one. This was Tired of Sex by Weezer from the album Pinkerton.
Oh.
So I'm not a big Weezer guy, believe it or not.
I've seen Weezer so many times because of my
Even though
brother.
he's a huge nerd.
You would think by looking at me that I actually was in Weezer, but
Wasn't Weezer your band in the final round? Oh no, you're Rage Against the Machine. Sorry, my
no,
mistake.
you're quite all right.
That was Matt's. That was Matt's round.
That's a Matt question.
I've seen Weezer so
And
many
he's
times.
not here to enjoy it.
I should have known it.
I was like, your brother's a huge fan.
I know. I had to drive him to all those concerts. I think I've seen him like 20 times, so I should have known that one.
Once is enough.
I did want to have a Rage Against the Machine song on here, but their first album's self-titled, so I thought it sort of defeated the purpose of
I get you.
And the track too, and the bomb track might have been a little challenging for you.
It's all right. Yeah. It's not too bad, actually. Okay, number 9. I heard you guys talking about this one quite a bit. From 1996, sold 500,000 copies in the US.
Yeah, this might be a little controversial. 100% sure the song was Real Big Fish Sell Out, and we just weren't sure what the album was actually called. And we wanted to go for the points, so we're going with a risky Everything Sucks.
We're doing quite well, so we're going to be risky too. I think this one is Turn the Radio Off.
Well, the song Everything Sucks is on this album, but the album's not called Everything Sucks. The album's called Turn the Radio Off.
Well done, Jeff.
And number 10, we're getting a little bit obscure here, but it is a band that has been mentioned on Triviality many times. From 1998, selling 94,000 copies in the US.
Well, if it's obscure, this is not a good guess, because we said Insomniac by Green Day.
Well, Neal, I mean, it is obscure. In fact, it was your and Matt's cover band, I believe.
It was our cover band. We said Vinnie Barbarino's Dream Machine.
No. The funny thing is Jeff actually mentioned this band earlier on in the episode. The song was Cringe from the album God Damn It by Alkaline Trio.
No, it's like the one album of theirs I don't listen to.
So I only have you guys.
I knew it sounded familiar.
No.
After the swing round, it was a big swing round. The scores have gone up. Maybe not a lot, but they've gone up. It looks like Butterfly with Butterfly Wings picking up 5 points, bringing their total to 47. And Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter, picking up 25, which was all Jeff. I'm not going to take any credit for that whatsoever.
Done.
We're at 53, so it's still a very tight game.
Well done. That swing round might have been the last good thing I ever saw. So.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get some more points in round 2. We're going to kick off with a lyrics category. Identify the 1996 song that Pitchfork named the 11th best song of the 90s from these lyrics from its second verse. It's early morning, no one is awake. I'm back at my cliff still throwing things off. I listen to the sounds they make on their way down. I follow with my eyes till they crash. I imagine what my body would sound like slamming against those rocks, and when it lands, will my eyes be closed or open?
I'm kind of imagining what my body would sound like against those rocks right now.
It's a softer and squishier sound than you think you'd like. Yeah.
Is this 96, you said?
Yep.
And the 11th best song
of the
90s.
Of the 90s. According to Pitchfork, so it's probably somebody we never heard of.
I will tell you it's someone you've heard of.
Oh, it was just this indie band. They played 3 shows in between 95 and 96 in the Olympia, Washington area. They released 1 EP and then disappeared forever. And they're the best band in the 90s. Pitchfork.
Pretty much what Pitchfork is, yep.
I was like, consider the source, you know?
And Ryan has graciously offered us half points for the artists as well, since we're struggling with this one. So what do you want to say? Moby?
I know this. It's Jewel.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. It's not Jewel.
Moby.
Moby. Moby's fine.
Moby. I remember the music video for this and the lyrics kind of. I don't know the name of the band. I think that the camera does a lot of moving on a gimbal, kind of like going sideways like Inception. Anyway, I think it's a Bjork song, but I don't know the title.
Yes, it is a Bjork song, and the song is Hyper Ballad.
You remember when I said it's irregular?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you were right there.
Of course, Pitchfork picks a Bjork song as the greatest song in the 90s.
Throughout the game, I've been writing down just
not that I
90s
disagree,
bands,
but
and Bjork was on that list just to, to jog memory, but I didn't.
Very good. All right, let's go number 2. Let's give him a big hand. The music video for Hyper Ballad, along with Everlong by the Foo Fighters, Around the World by Daft Punk, and Dead Weight by Beck, were all directed by what future Oscar winner with a bit of a thing for giant hands? He won his Oscar for co-writing the screenplay for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I think we can lock in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What was the Foo Fighter song you mentioned?
Everlong.
Everlong, yeah. I think this is the director of Eternal Sunshine, Michel Gondry, who also did Please Rewind. So that's what we locked in with.
Justin?
Yeah, Michel Gondry, for sure. I used to have this his director DVD box set of all those videos. So, yes, Michel Gondry.
Great.
Yep, that's correct, Michel Gondry. Just note, he also directed a very cool video for a New Zealand band called Stereogram, which, if you want to see a cool music video, check that one out. Okay, number 3, indie anthems. Any hipster will tell you how Pavement is the most important indie band of the 90s. Though they never really broke through to the mainstream, they did flirt with it, with which 1994 lead single from their second album, Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. It is their best-selling single and named by NME as the 28th greatest indie anthem ever.
Admittedly, Pavement is not my forte.
Yeah, me either.
I'm more of a asphalt guy myself.
I'll give a sort of clue that Ken wouldn't really, the song wouldn't really apply to you.
We're going to lock in Hair.
This is cruel because me and Justin suffer the same affliction. Yeah, we had to tap on this one.
Yeah, Jeff was on the right track. The song is called Cut Your Hair. Yeah.
No points.
No points.
I know you guys you're familiar with Motion City Soundtrack. They did a cover of this song on AV Undercover a few years back. That's worth checking out. It's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. Let's get you some points on number 4. This is a song before, middle, and after. I assume you know how before, middles, and after works. So it's going to give you 3 clues.
Much like Neal's and Jeff's team name.
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you get if you combine the song from which the best-selling album of 1995 gets its title? a 1991 Tom Petty song whose video does not include the members of Tenacious D, and the song that won Zoe's dad a Grammy for Best Male Rock Performance in 1999.
All right, so you guys locked in pretty fast here. We're a little stumped. We're ultimately going to guess Never Learning to Fly Away, but we're not sure.
Okay.
We're missing some parts here.
If we're talking about best-selling albums of 95, I think that's Jagged Little Pill. So we're going to say Jagged Little Pill Learning to Fly Away.
Well, you're close. You're very close. The song that you got the album right, it is Jagged Little Pill. The lyrics Jagged Little Pill feature in the song You Learn.
Oh, you live, you learn.
Oh, yeah.
So it's you learning to fly away.
All that
So close,
no
Justin.
points.
I never would have got there, though. Man.
Yeah.
I always forget that album is 95. I always think it's 94 for some reason.
And just so the Tenacious D reference was they feature in the video Learn to Fly with the Foo Fighters. So
Just
it's
right,
not
they're like jumping on beds and stuff, right?
the flight attendants.
Or flight. Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah.
Round 2, question 5. Rock stars, they're just like us. No one is going to turn a blind eye to the fact that rock stars aren't typically the nicest people on the planet. But Stephen Jenkins seems to stand out as being universally despised by all his peers. Here's just a sampling of quotes about him. He's a total megalomaniac freak. He's so narcissistic that he's not really capable of rational thought. That was said by Kevin Cadigan, one of his former bandmates. He has no soul whatsoever. He and his band once got into a fight because he wanted to put just his picture on their t-shirt. I just think, you are walking, breathing, living cheese. That was said by Rob Thomas. And my favorite from Eve 6's Max Collins.
The hero of the story.
After he told me he f***ed a girlfriend, he told me I was a wordsmith like Jim Morrison. What band is Stephen the frontman for? They were big in the late 90s, with their 1997 self-titled debut selling over 6 million copies.
Yeah, we can lock in on this one because I'm well aware of the Eve 6 feud here. And it's not Oasis, surprisingly.
I was going to say.
Do you know this one?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's, God damn it. Ken's mentioned it a few times.
It's not Smash Mouth or Limp Bizkit?
No.
I know I see him on Twitter. Yeah. I know I see him on Twitter all the time bashing this, but I just can't remember the band now. Stephen Jenkins is the lead singer.
Yeah. The guy from Eve 6 hates the guy from...
I really don't know.
It's another, like, I think one-hit wonder band like that.
Fastball?
No. That guy's probably normal.
Cherry...
you can say Cherry Poppin' Daddies?
No, the other one. The other Cherry. Buck Cherry. No, not Buck Cherry. The other one.
Eagle Eye Cherry?
Eagle Eye Cherry.
No, that guy's... That's his name.
Oh, that's his name?
Eagle Eye Cherry, that's his name. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea then.
Seems
So
cool too.
you're just going to have to make a guess because I know the tweets. I've seen them. His tweets are really funny. I just can't think of the...
Is it the guy from Third Eye Blind?
That would make sense. Oh, yeah, Stephen Jenkins. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, do
Okay,
that.
we're going to say Third Eye Blind.
Yep. You almost lost a whole year thinking about this one, but it is Third Eye Blind.
Yes, team points to both teams there. I did say no one going to turn a blind eye to the fact that, yes, that is Third Eye Blind. And it does drive me crazy that their first album is just amazing.
So good.
So, yeah.
After 5 in the second round, it looks like Butterfly with Butterfly Wings picking up 20 points, bring their total to 67. And Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter, picking up 25 points, bring their total to 78. So still very close.
Very good. Okay, let's move on to question 6, which is movie star/rock star. In the Bill and Ted movies, Keanu Reeves was destined to be part of a rock band that would bring world peace through the most excellent sounds. In real life, however, the band Reeves plays bass in, well, didn't quite have any noticeable impact on the world at all. What is the name of his band? In 2023, they released their first album in over 20 years, and it's fine.
Now we're rolling. Justin.
Yeah, we can lock in. I got it too. Yep.
Yeah, just give me the only 2 questions I've really gotten have movie clues here. So yeah, this is Dog Star.
Indeed, we said Dog Star.
Well done, both teams. Yes, I did try to listen to their new album, and it's so...
It's aight.
Yeah, it's so unremarkable. It's not terrible. It's just...
They of course got their name from the golden retriever and Air Bud. Dogstar.
Dogstar.
All right. Question 7 in girly music. Which singer-songwriter, before becoming famous, released 3 self-recorded cassettes under the name Girly Sound? It was off the strength of these recordings that she got a record contract and was able to release her debut album under her own name in 1993, the cover of which teenage me admired greatly.
All right, Neal. Hot 1993 album covers.
I know, I'm on it.
If anybody is an expert in this field, it's Neal. Because we're locked in now.
So what field am I an expert in?
Boobies.
Just Mr. Skin. Wow. I was kind of going through my catalog of Mr. Skin album covers and
Stop saying Mr. Skin. We already were pushing it with the intro.
Yeah. I think
the erotic thriller nature of this game.
I think I don't know if this is the same poster that Ryan had on his wall, but it makes me think of one of a strategically placed guitar of Liz Phair in black and white. And I know she was like around that era and she kind of did some of these types of photo shoots. So yeah, we said Liz Phair.
Okay, so we're also saying Liz Phair, but not that album cover that you're thinking of. That came later. This is, I think, Exile in Guyville, 93. She is it's a photo of her in a photo booth, and you can definitely see nipples.
Yep, that's exactly the one.
Could definitely see nipples. I like that.
Yep. Yeah, it seemed quite unusual to see as you're walking through the record store at the time, but yes, it was Liz Phair.
Just because
for research purposes.
Well, for research purposes, we'll look. But because we love your accent, Ryan, can you reenact back you're in 1993? You're walking through the record store. Can you just pretend you're walking and then look and say, "Oh, look, there's some nipples."
Don't put him on the spot like this. I want to hear what his natural reaction would.
All right, what was your natural reaction to seeing this poster in the record store?
Oh, definitely. Well, I don't specifically remember seeing this one, but I remember, I don't know if you had the Smashing Pumpkins single for Zero, and if you opened up the cover for that one, there was a full naked woman inside of it, and I just remember showing it to all my friends as we were walking through it, and just having a good giggle over it. Yeah.
We're mature here.
Yeah. All right, number 8, almost a 90s band. In the late 1980s, Andrew Wood was in a pretty good band poised for greatness, when he unfortunately passed away in 1990. Most of the rest of the band members found a guy named Eddie to be their singer and formed Pearl Jam, and the rest is history. What is the name of this almost legendary band that Wood fronted? They featured on the Singles movie soundtrack, aka the best movie soundtrack ever.
Isn't this Temple of the Dog?
I think so.
I mean, because Cornell only guessed it on I'm Going Hangry, but
Going Hangry?
I'm pretty sure Singles has Temple of the Dog in it. Because I'm thinking
I thought that was one of Cornell's band. I thought the guy from Pearl Jam guessed it on.
Oh, maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not in the right then.
I'd have to hear the.
I know this scene. They're in the warehouse and they're all listening to the music and it's flannels everywhere. I know this scene he's talking about.
The question is, what was Pearl Jam called before Pearl Jam?
Yeah. It's Mookie Blaylock, number 10, right? Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. Mookie Blaylock.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Justin.
No, I think it is Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog was put together after, or somebody in Temple of the Dog died. I didn't know the name, but that's what I assume. I think you were right at first.
Well, you're sort of on the right track. Oh. I'm afraid it's not either of those. Temple of the Dog was formed as a tribute to
him.
To him and their previous band, Mother Love Bone.
Mother Love Bone.
Oh, and Mookie Blaylock is why it's named 10 after Mookie Blaylock, the player who was number 10. Okay.
Oh, the album?
Yeah. That was one of those weird trivia facts that got stuck in my molar and I got it out.
Need some mental floss.
Yeah.
All right. Nearing the end, here we go. Number 9, Fond But Not in Love. Another movie soundtrack I used to listen to was Romeo and Juliet, which featured songs from Everclear, Garbage, and the Butthole Surfers. It, however, did not feature the song that plays over the film's end credits. What was this aptly titled track that was eventually included in its band's 1997 acclaimed album?
There's no way I can come up with this.
Yeah, this is
You have
my
any ideas?
wife would
We're
know.
gonna say What I've Done by Linkin Park.
And we're looking for the name of the song?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know the name of the song. I know the band, but I'm
What's
never going
the
to get
band?
it. It's Radiohead, I'm pretty sure.
Um,
But I don't know any Radiohead songs, so
Karma Police.
maybe. Yeah. I just know I know Tom York's voice, but I couldn't tell you a Radiohead song. So whatever you just pick one.
I just picked Karma Police. That
Okay.
was the first one that came to mind.
We'll say Karma Police.
And we're saying What I've Done, smash cut to credits, Linkin Park.
That would be an amazing ending. And yes, Neil was on the right track. It is a Radiohead song. And it's aptly titled because the song is called Exit Music for a Film.
Oh, there you go.
Talk show host was on the soundtrack, but not Exit Music for a Film for some reason.
All right, and winding down with the final question here.
All right. Band of Brothers. Oasis have made a good career ripping off the Beatles, and were able to stop being Pratt's long enough to make one decent album with What's the Story, Morning Glory. As if anyone cares, Liam is the band's lead vocalist and Noel the guitarist. But which single from that album was actually sung by Noel?
So there's three main singles that stand out to us from Oasis, and of the three, I think one of them sounds different vocalist-wise, so we're locked in.
Yeah, Jeff went through a similar exercise, wrote down their three biggest hits. I would listen to a whole podcast about their relationship, and if I remember correctly, the fact that it got popular really pissed off Noel. But anyway, we picked one.
Yeah, we thought Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova sounded kind of similar, so we're guessing it's Don't Look Back in Anger.
Oh, interesting. Well, I've actually got a guitar here next to me, so let me just grab this really quick. And anyway, here's Wonderwall. So we're saying Wonderwall.
Both good guesses, but
both
points
wrong?
No, there are points this time. To Neal and Jeff, it is Don't Look Back in Anger.
Nice.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I just high-fived Neil, and he had a pen in his hand, so I stabbed myself.
Who would have thought that two brothers' voices would sound kind of the same?
After regulation, it looks like Butterfly with Butterfly Wings is going to be having 87 points into the final round to wager with, and Stone Temple of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter, Mother Love Bone with 108. So 108 to 87.
That's such a stupid name. It's just
Butterfly with Butterfly. It makes me chuckle. All right. Well, we don't have a ton of points to go around here, but hopefully the final round will bring us a bounty of points. Before we get into that, just really quickly, want to talk about our bounty, which is our Patreon. We can't thank our supporters enough, and if you would be interested in joining the Patreon, you can get great things like ad-free episodes, all the bonus content that your heart can desire, I would say.
Yeah, like us talking about digging a hole if we could fit in it as a body.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a video this summer of us digging a hole. Not right now because of the frozen ground, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see who we could bury if we get enough patrons.
Yeah, just if we get enough.
All right, so go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast if you're interested, and we'd greatly appreciate it. All right, let's have the categories for the final round and see what we want to wager.
Cool, yeah, so before I wrote this quiz, I asked Neil what the Triviality guys' favorite 90s bands were, and he came back with the list, and so the questions are all based around those. So question number 1 was Matt's band Weezer. Question number 2 will be Jeff's Rage Against the Machine. Number 3 was Neil's pick, No Doubt. Number 4 was Failure, which was Ken's suggestion. And number 5 is my favorite band from the 90s, Smashing Pumpkins.
All right, well, the before, middle, and after team is going 20s all the way down. We're picking our spots. We're going to go 10 on Weezer, 20 on Rage, 10 on No Doubt, 20 on Failure, and 20 on Pumpkins. So let's get those questions and see if our wagers pay off.
Very good. Question 1 in the category of Weezer. It's rare for bands to release an absolutely perfect debut, but Weezer did that with their 1994 self-titled album, commonly referred to as the Blue Album. Perhaps one of the reasons it was so great is that it was produced by what music legend, whose new wave band had 4 top 10 hits in the 1980s and were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018, 1 year before this legend's death. Number 2, in Rage Against the Machine. As a guitar noodler, I never get tired of watching Tom Morello's insanely creative playing with Rage, which is why I was always disappointed by Audioslave, who I only listened to for the solos. Tom himself felt Audioslave wasn't scratching that political itch that Rage gave him, so he started his own solo project under what stage name? Number 3, in No Doubt. After the massive success of Tragic Kingdom, No Doubt could have done pretty much anything, and I think they made the right decision to team up with Elvis Costello to record the song I Throw My Toys Around for the soundtrack to what 1998 animated film, the first non-Disney animated film to gross over $100 million in the United States. Number 4, for Failure. To be honest, I was not familiar with Failure, so I checked them out and I've been liking what I've been hearing, with their sound cleverly conjoining space rock and shoegaze. I especially like the lead single from their 1996 album Fantastic Planet. What is the name of this song, which shares the name with a less than memorable 2003 Farrelly Brothers film? Number 5, for Smashing Pumpkins. The driving force behind the Smashing Pumpkins and only constant member is of course Billy Corgan. After releasing 4 studio albums with his band, he decided to try his hand at film scores, writing the music for what largely forgotten 1999 supernatural movie starring Patricia Arquette.
All right, we have our questions. We'll think about these. We'll be right back.
I think I just won my taxes.
Yeah?
I just switched to H&R Block in about 1 minute. All I had to do was drag and drop last year's return into H&R Block, and bam, my information is automatically there.
So I don't have to go digging around for all my old papers to switch?
Nope.
Sounds like we just leveled up our tax game.
Switching to H&R Block is easy. Just drag and drop your last return. It's better with Block.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
And we are back. We have some answers. Let's go ahead and get the questions one more time. Find out who will be today's cream of the crop in this bloody battle of 90s music.
Okay. Well, the first question was in Weezer, and I wanted to know who produced their 1994 debut self-titled album, commonly called the Blue Album.
Well, we had trouble on this one. No real good idea, so we just said George Michael.
I think I may have had sexy album covers on the brain from Ryan earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Made me think of the lead from The Cars, Rick Ocasek.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. It was Rick Ocasek. Good work. Okay, the second question was in Rage Against the Machine, and I wanted to know what Tom Morello's side project was called.
Believe that one for 20 points is The Night Watchman.
Yeah, we think it was his alter ego, the Night Watchman.
Correct. It was The Night Watchman. Number 3, for No Doubt. For what film did they record the song I Throw My Toys Around with Elvis Costello?
Talked about some Pixar stuff, but we think that's technically Disney at that time. So we said Shrek.
Yeah, this movie, surprisingly a huge hit. We said the Rugrats movie.
That's correct. It is the Rugrats movie.
Talking of Mark Mothersbaugh there, Shady.
Yeah, exactly.
He did all the music for the original
Yep.
TV show, I think.
All right, number 4 for failure. What was the name of the lead single from the 1996 album Fantastic Planet?
You had to give Neal a movie clue on this one.
Doesn't mean we got it right.
We said Stuck on You.
Yeah, this is Greg Kinnear, Matt Damon stuck together. We said Stuck on You.
Yep, correct. It is Stuck on You. And for the Smashing Pumpkins question, I wanted to know what 1999 supernatural movie did Billy Corgan write the score for?
This one did not ring any bells. Just wanted to throw a great movie out there. Strange Days.
Yeah, great movie. Catherine Bigelow. This one was kind of one of those religious horror thriller films I remember that she was in. And we think it is Stigmata.
Well done. Yes, it is Stigmata, which I think is largely forgotten these days, but I remember being very excited to see it when it came out just because it had Billy Corgan's name on it.
I can't find my credit anywhere. All right, so ending the game here. Butterfly with butterfly wings. Going to end up where they started. So they're going to be at 87. Big Travis Kelce fans here in the studio.
Our score is like a rat in a cage.
Rat in the cage. And then Stone Temple, The Dog, The Bounty Hunter, Mother Love Bone. Just picking up 100. So it's going to be 208.
Picked up 100?
Picking up
Just
100.
picked, just
We
picked
got
up
them all
100.
right.
Jeez.
Yeah. So 208 to 87, making us today's cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Well, we were pretty neck and neck throughout that, but just the final round.
It was just the movie. It was just the movie.
You were great.
The movie clues. Otherwise, we would have been screwed. But great game, though, Ryan. Wonderfully written questions. No, you took a lot of time to put this together. Thank you for doing that. Any shout outs or anything before we let you go?
No, my pleasure. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. I guess I'll take the time to shout out a few New Zealand bands if anyone's interested. From the 90s, Garageland is really cool, sort of an indie rock band, really good. If you like a bit more punk, my favorite New Zealand band of all time is called the Mint Chicks. And the most popular New Zealand band, sort of like the Foo Fighters of New Zealand, is a band called She Had. So it's just good, heavy, straightforward rock.
Sweet.
So check those out.
Nice. Yes, great recommendations. Shady, how about you? Any shout outs before we let you
go? Just thanks to my wife's parents for watching our kids. Not even for this podcast, just in general. Just in general. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for being here. And unfortunately for Matt, he wasn't able to play this rock game or hear his question, the Weezer question. We'll ask him separately. But thank you for joining us today. But yeah, we'll see you all next week on another episode of Triviality. For Ken, Shady, Ryan, Jeff, myself, and Matt next time. That was Triviality.
As a longtime foreign correspondent, I've worked in lots of places, but nowhere as important to the world as China. I'm Jane Perlez, former Beijing bureau chief for the New York Times. On Face Off, the US versus China, we'll explore what's critical to this important global relationship. Trump and Xi Jinping, AI, TikTok, and even Hollywood. New episodes of Face Off are available now, wherever you get your podcasts.
What does Sputnik have to do with student loans? How did a set of trembling hands end the Soviet Union? How did inflation kill moon bases? And how did a former president decide to run for a second non-consecutive term? These are among the topics we deal with on the My History Can Beat Up Your Politics podcast. We tell stories of history that relate to today's news events. Give a listen. My History Can Beat Up Your Politics wherever you get podcasts.